no, babe. Socks is... Lady Blue's on the car. Socks is trying to pass.
Socks is what?
It's okay. Alrighty, let's see. What's our poll gonna be? See what's doing good. Nothing. I guess nothing is doing good. Kaya, what the heck is this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Actually, that's not even that much. Merge into Kaya. I remember this. Yeah, this is an old coin, right? Yeah, 2020. So basically it was going to zero, and now they're merging. Silver Days, welcome. Free Lightning, welcome. Welcome to the live stream, man. Nothing really going on. We're probably not going to get that many people in today. It's not doing anything. We're hanging on to life support right now with this uptrend, but the chart hasn't changed since November, so I mean, like I've said before, I think we are in some sort of bear flag, and I think that, yeah, I think that we are in for some sort of capitulation from right now until May. So if we get alt season, it's probably going to be sometime from now to May. Let's see if anybody has any coin requests. Oh, Free Lightning. Just seeing your comments. Seeker. Oh, wow. This thing is down 35% in 1 hour. Okay. Matthew Dropco. Happy Friday. All right. No coin requests, though. Let's see. The True Trill, Triple T, welcome to the live stream. I'm up on silver. Yeah, silver is still... I think our target is going to get tagged, but... Yeah. I mean, there's really no point in doing some sort of retracement. I mean, this thing is so bullish. Wow. 125 is in play. That is the next major area of resistance. So, yeah, I guess I can make a video. Taking a look at silver on the live stream. So, wow, you know, it is, we did have a blow off top. I mean, technically from 2011, a blow off top. But technically right now, the next target is all-time highs, $125. Silver is in price discovery right now, so we'll just have to monitor every single area of resistance and target on the upside, the first target being $125. I'm not sure when we're going to get some sort of retracement, but when sell-off does happen, then we can look at areas of support, which coincide with moving averages and fib retracements. And then from there, we can look at whether it's going to, you know, prices that it needs to stay over for any sort of continuation higher, or whether we're in for a deeper correction, or we have to wait another like 20 years for silver to do anything. So I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bam. That's $1 right there. Bam. I'm up on silver. Let's go. Free lightning for 2 beans. Dude, thank you so much for the super chats. I really appreciate that. Can you take a look at Seeker? Oh, no. Wait, did you buy it? I don't mean to discourage you, but just be careful with this. Be careful with this. This is like B3, man. This is literally like me talking about B3 when it came out. Which I know you were here, because you were here when I made a video on B3. Let's take a look at Seeker. I mean, it doesn't mean it can't go up. And taking a look at it on the hourly, I think you're still respecting areas of support, right? You should be in the 236382. Yeah, so you're still respecting this area of support. So I'd say that with Seeker, or yeah, Seeker, Solana Mobile Seeker, you need to stay over 2 cents 29. If it does break that, then the top is in. It's going to be like B3 where you have a major capitulation. And right now, if we do get some sort of retracement, some sort of bounce that pushes us back over resistance, which was previously support at 3 cents 20, then you're looking at the next higher high, which is 8 cents as of right now, which I feel comfortable saying 8 cents because it's not some sort of crazy market cap. It's only 180% away. So that's what I think about it. But thank you so much for the $2, and I hope it goes to 8 cents and we get some sort of retracement. Sorry, some sort of relief rally and some sort of move up to the 1618 at 8 cents 50. Yo, let's go. We got flip coins for 10 Venmo. That's awesome. Tax free. Watch, the IRS is like watching right now. Oh, tax free. No, I'm just joking. I'll record it I'll report it. Yo, let's go. I'm assuming flip coins is in the chat because I just got a Venmo for $10. Please let me know what you want me to. Oh man, I hope you're in here. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to. I could always make the videos and post them afterwards. Yo, flip coins, welcome. Good evening and happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday to you, man. USR was just added to CoinMarketCap. I saw that. Flip coins, please tell me the list of coins that you would like me to look at for you. Yeah, I saw that. Because that's, yeah, you just sent me $10 and that's just straight up $10. There's no fees or anything with that. So thank you so much for the $10, man. That's awesome. Yeah, US, dude, like, damn. I remember here. I guess it didn't really go that much higher. Because on Dex Screener, it actually drew a candle to 17 cents, right? No, yeah, 17 cents. So it was actually over 100 million, but you only had like 2 seconds to get out. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, technically it's still bullish over 1 cent 17. So just be careful for the 618 retracement at 2 cents 5. Because typically you could come back to this area and make a lower high and validate some sort of downtrend forming and still hit this downtrend. So we're not going to see it right now, but typically looking back, this is something that would form. So in order for it to be bullish, you really need to stay over 1 cent 20, and you really need to break over 2 cents 50. Once that breaks, then this thing's going to the moon. So not financial advice, just my opinion. Let's see. Flip coins for 10 beans says my man Arrow, Turbo, Sneck, and Mantle. Let's take a look at all of those for you, crypto. And thank you so much for the beans. Let's go. Yeah, of course, right. Taking a look at Aerodrome Finance on the live stream. So we came back up. We retested our area of resistance between 55 and 66 cents. So like we always say, this is where traders took profits, which is around 57 cents. Price got rejected. So typically it's okay if that does happen, given that you at least maintain some sort of uptrend. Now you already came down and retested this shorter area and shorter time frame support at 43 cents to 47 cents, and now you're attempting to maintain price action over this level, which you really need to, because once you break this area of support, then you're invalidating this uptrend, and you're validating the fact that you made a lower high and you got stuck at resistance, and you're just making lower highs and lower lows. So as of right now, the good thing is that you did use this area, and it would respect this area as support. So 55 cents to 66 cents is still in place. So traders again are going to take profits there again. Maybe you come up and make a lower high, which will validate this downward channel. So as a holder, you absolutely need to break this area of resistance for any sort of continuation. That continuation should take you to 94 cents, which at that point will box the next area of resistance. That way, if you're holding it, oh, we need to break this area. Or if you're trading it, oh, I'm going to take profits at this area. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Yeah, so I'm making videos for you on these, just FYI, so you can check them out afterwards too. And I could just post them. Taking a look at Turbo on the live stream. So nothing has happened from last week's update video. So tomorrow I'll be posting another update video on Turbo. Right now, price action absolutely needs to stay over 2013. Clearly, we've already used this area as support, and we've already came back up here and retested this area as resistance. So if you're holding it, this area, unfortunately, you did come back up and have a retracement as opposed to a continuation. You got stuck, and then you got sent back down. Traders, if you took profit, you're looking at around 119%. So right now, you're still in a downward channel. You're still in this downtrend. You're still making lower highs, lower lows. You need to stay over 2013. And if we do get some sort of relief rally or some sort of reversal, this area of resistance absolutely needs to break in order to invalidate this downtrend. And then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. So for holders, that's what you really want. For traders, again, you're just making lower highs. So you just sell at areas of resistance and take profits, basically. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Let's take a look at Sneck. Damn, dude. Are you kidding me? It actually broke. Yeah, I'll make a video. Taking a look at Sneck on the live stream. So unfortunately, you broke this previous low, but you are still in this downtrend. So you're still using this downtrend as support. Technically, you're using this area as support. So we don't really need to do much. We just kind of have to move this down and move our targets down for any sort of reversal that might be in play right now. So everything still stays the same. Unfortunately, you did break structure. You really needed to stay over. yeah, 201, but unfortunately you broke down. So, at this point, the best bet and some hopium would be coming back down to this area support at 3063, which you're sitting on, which does also coincide with this downtrend. So you're using this downtrend as support. You could use an uptrend and a breakout as support too. So we'll just have to, take it case by case. However, just keep in mind that as a holder, if we do have some sort of relief rally, you do absolutely need to break 2018 to 2017, so we could still come back up here, get stuck, come back down, make a lower low. Okay. As a holder, you really need to break this area of resistance, and then we can start looking at the targets on the upside. But unfortunately, because you had such a deep correction, you have a lot of resistance to cover and a lot of areas to break in order to invalidate this downtrend. So, I mean, who knows? You could get something like this, though, because, again, it's not like it's, you did basically the same thing. I mean, this is a little bit deeper, but you did this a couple times before, so it's not, it's not the end of the world for SNEC. Once you broke the previous high, you kind of had a monster rally, and once you broke back here in November 2024, you had a monster rally. So it's not impossible. It's just, again, I would have wanted price action to stay a little bit higher and respect other closer areas of support to this 786-618 from this move to the high. But yeah, I hope that made sense. So on the downside, the next area of support on the macro time frame for SNEC is going to be 3063, 3064, which again does perfectly coincide with this area of support that we're technically sitting on right now. Okay, so this would be the next area of support, and when we do get that relief rally, we do absolutely need to break 2011 to 2016, and we need to see some sort of follow through in order to look at the next all-time high. Technically, the next all-time high is still 3 cents, 2 to 3 cents in my opinion, but we'll just have to redraw our fibs once we start getting this breakout. So none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Bam. And then Mantle, MNT. Come on, please be up. Come on, please be up. Oh, no. Yeah, you already came back up to resistance. Damn. Damn it. Flip coins, if you were trading it, you would be like freaking killing it, but I get it. You don't want to trade, and I'm not a trader either, so it's brutal that you have these monster moves up, and then you get rejected and come right back down. So taking a look at MNT Mantle on the live stream. So nothing has changed from our last update video on MNT. We said that if we were in for some sort of relief rally, the RSI was extremely oversold. So traders, we had resistance here between, which is why we have this box, between $1.15 to $1.35. Sorry, $1.38. We came back up, price got rejected here, and unfortunately we came back down. Hopefully this is a double bottom, or hopefully you can maintain price action over this level and consolidate it a little bit before moving up. Otherwise, you are looking at a deeper correction, which in that case, the next area of support is going to be around 78 cents. We'll take a look at that if it does break this structure. Technically, if you're a holder, you did not get rewarded. You got punished because you held this, and this would be considered a retracement and not a breakout. So unfortunately, it had a retracement. So obviously, holders did not get rewarded for that. Since price action got rejected, you're now sitting back at this previous low. And yeah, I mean, the same thing goes now, right? I mean, I don't think it's going to hold. I mean, I don't mean to be super bearish. I think that 73 cents is the next lower low before we reach our areas of resistance and get some sort of move up. But if I'm wrong, which I'm hoping I am wrong, then you're looking at another attempt to break this area of resistance. Now, as a holder, the same thing follows, right? You do need to absolutely break this area of resistance, followed by a bigger move to $1.83. As a trader, this is again where you're going to be taking profits, and most likely you're going to be taking profits a little bit lower because you're probably going to be in for a lower high at that point. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Damn, we got 16 people. Oh yeah, we got 16 people in here. Wow, dude, it's bearish. What are you guys doing here? Grand Marcus has HTM. What is that? Helium Mobile? No, it's some. Oh, it's a completely gamble play. Yo, what is this, man? Bro. What in tarnation? What is this, man? I don't know. I mean, this is clearly a gamble play. Obviously, if you're buying now, you're hoping. Yeah, it's over 150x back up to its all-time high. So, damn, dude, this thing used to be a 57 million market cap. What the hell happened? Oh, token unlocks maybe? Yeah. It can't just be the token unlocks though. Something probably happened. Excuse me. Anyway, let's get back to the chat. No, I haven't still bought USR. Yeah, I just sort that. Oh, XM silver is definitely cooked now. Want to know why I bought some? You bought some at like the all-time high. Bro, see that's ugh. I'm not going to say anything. But this is why we look at this is exactly why we look at these things. Why we look at these indicators. Like you're literally buying it when you're extremely overbought. Doesn't mean it can't go any higher. And yeah, I guess if you're trying to gamble and if you're trying to get 5 or 10%, then it's fine. But you really want to take advantage when you're extremely oversold. Like if we go back in history on the weekly, you just have to, like, this is the long game, which unfortunately, hopefully I'll get to a point in life where I can play the long game. But right now I can't do that. But even on silver, like it's just if you look at this, I would never do it with silver because this is just not fast enough. But on the weekly RSI, you could take a simple indicator like the RSI, and you could look. Let's just look at history, the history of when silver has hit extremely oversold. Okay, so we'll actually mark this, and then we'll see where price action was. So theoretically, like we'll play a little game where you buy when the price is extremely oversold, and how much you would be up right now. Again, I wouldn't. How much you would be up given that like we're extremely overbought. So if I was I'm not an advisor at all. I just like again like this is. I'm not telling you what to do, but I want you to look at this and be like, hey, people are probably telling their whatever people that bought silver, hey, you should probably sell or take profits now because we are extremely overextended and we are extremely overbought. Okay, because that's what I would do. Let's look at the price. And I don't mean to like cook you at all because like I'm not trying to make you feel bad for buying, obviously. But I'm just saying you really want to buy when it's when it's in the red, when it's extremely oversold, because at least that way you could catch some sort of bottom. And if you're accumulating, you would have been accumulating at the lowest possible times when you did buy it when it was extremely oversold. So example, we were extremely oversold on the weekly back in, oh my god, year 2000. Yeah, I don't know, man. 2000. Okay, that was a bottom, and basically you had a monster run. So you technically could have sold 1, 2, 3 times, but it was making higher highs and you were in this channel. So I wouldn't have sold. I would have waited until we got some sort of like breakdown, which it would have been here. So seeing this, I would have probably sold it at. Actually, I'll tell you. Because obviously it's absurd to think that I'm going to be selling at the all-time high, right? I would have probably sold once it broke $14. And the reason why I would, because theoretically I would have monitored it every single time. I guess technically I have to use the 382, so it would have to be $11. Yeah. So I would have to use the 382, so it would be $11. it would be selling here, extremely overbought, selling at $6, and then buying back at the 618, 786, or $5. I don't even think I would have done that. But again, you're still looking at buying at the absolute bottom when it's extremely oversold, and then selling it for 60. Actually, that is a pretty big move up, like 60%. Now you could have sold it up here, but you would have never known you would have had this correction. So your stop loss would have been at $6.38, and then you would move that stop loss as we went up. The same thing follows here, right? You actually never ended up breaking 922, and then this big capitulation, it would have been, this would have been great because you would have sold here at $11 when you could have sold at 19. But you would have bought back when it was extremely oversold. And again, what I'm trying to show you is that this did mark a bottom on the weekly, just like how this did. Price action never came back and saw these levels. Now let's fast forward. Obviously, back here we were extremely oversold, but over here we did create some sort of bullish divergence, making a lower high on the RSI, but making a lower low on the price. You know what? I feel like you're probably not going to understand this. Damn. But anyway, I guess just keeping it to visuals, okay? When this moving average hits extremely oversold, let me like Mickey Mouse this really quick. Okay. So bam. Man, this would have been the ultimate indicator over here. If I saw that, if I was looking at silver back in 2018, which there's no way in hell I would have been, that would have been the ultimate signal. But anyway, so theoretically, if you see the circles on the chart, these historically marked the bottom every single time for anything. Actually, this also works with Bitcoin. This is a really good way and a really good method to dollar cost like gold or silver, or things that aren't gambles, or things that are going to go up, like stocks and what do you call it, precious minerals and stuff. So yeah, anyway, I hope that makes sense. And again, if you had sold when you were overbought, you would be able to catch some sort of highs. I should probably make these different colors, but just bear with me. You can see that every single time we hit overbought, you did have the opportunity to sell. You see that? So you bought here, you sold here, you had the opportunity to make profit. You buy here, and then you sell right now, and look, you literally did 5x. Wow, that's like a really massive move, 500%. So I don't know if you see that, but I hope you do. But anyway, I don't want to take up any more time. It's a secret, right? It's a secret. Nobody can know. But anyway, how are you doing, man? Are you still holding Dogelon? Metal Detecting England, welcome. It's 1:15 in England right now in the morning. What are you doing up? Hey, how's your business, man? How's your Jasmy? How's your Bitcoin? Let's take a look at Jasmy for you before you probably fell asleep because I was yapping, but I really wanted him to see it. Yeah, so this is perfect. Oh, on the weekly. Change it on the daily. Yeah, damn. I'll take a look at Jasmy for you. What's up, Smash Toshi? Stop buying highs and get in early. That's true. What's up, Mathael? THQ, I'll take a look at it. Day one of waiting for LTC to get extremely oversold. Yeah, so did I tell you I'm gonna get into a trade using that with Litecoin, and I'm already doing that with Bitcoin, but obviously it's only like a couple $100. I'm not gonna. My next buy price is at 70,000 for that, but we'll take a look at Litecoin too and THQ. Metal just had MDE. Are you still here? Any hope for alt season? Dude, first of all, flip coins, if we were going based off of traditional, alt season should have happened by now. So something we're just holding out hope for alt season. For me, as you know, I've already downsized a lot of my bags. So I have like my 0.002 BTC that I'm going to be buying and dollar cost averaging in, and then my 100 billion Dogelon. If if we don't get alt season from now until, so I don't know if you watch the Bitcoin, excuse me, I don't know if you watch the Bitcoin videos, but if we don't have alt season until May 4th, I'm out. I'm gonna take that money and I'm just gonna dollar cost it into Bitcoin on the way down. I'm just gonna put, so if you're asking me, I'm holding out hope for alt season until May. I'm hoping we get some sort of relief from right now until May. If as we get closer to May, I'm basically like, once May 4th hits or May whatever hits, I'm gonna be like, hey man, I actually, and that's gonna make me lose viewers and people aren't gonna want to hear it, but I'll still look at all your guys' coins, so it doesn't matter because it doesn't really matter. Like, I could be wrong, but I'm just basing it off of historical data. Like, nobody really knows. What we know is what's happened in the past, right? So I'm gonna say no, no hope for alt season past May, and that's it. That's all I got for you, man. So I like, there's still a little bit of hope, but that 100 billion that I have in Dogelon, I'm done with it. Once we hit May, I'm just gonna take whatever, salvage whatever I have, and start dollar cost averaging it down into BTC. So let's take a look at Jasmy. So Jasmy did come back to its resistance. So like, yeah, again, it doesn't mean that you can't make money in the bear market, right? Like, people cheating left and right. Just be a cheater, man. So MDE, just FYI, you remember I think Vision also told you we were in for some sort of retracement, and you actually did get this retracement. So I know you're holding like $100,000 worth. Yeah, you're holding like $100,000 worth of Jasmy right now, which is insane, but good for you. But it's insane, but good for you. And one BTC, which again, good for you. So we had support at 2052, which is 52,000. So literally, I think you already know this. Your $52,000 went to resistance at around $100,000. Now you're getting some sort of pullback. We do absolutely. So looking back, like, you are getting stuck at resistance here. But I think you're holding it anyway. So it really doesn't matter for you, right? You're playing your game, and that's totally fine. But you do need to absolutely break. If you're looking for a continuation, because I know you're holding it, you absolutely need to get a break from this area of resistance at 96 to 13. If you don't, then you are going to come back down. If 2052 breaks, then hold your breath, because you are in for a deeper correction at that point. I really hope that doesn't happen. I hope that you do get consolidation followed by breakout, but we just have to wait and see, because there's no clear move over as long as we're under this area of resistance. I mean, you're still in a downtrend, you're still making lower highs, you're still making lower lows. So you do need to absolutely break this area, and then from there, you're looking at 230K, and then at that point I'd be like, hey, you really have to decide, do you want to sell? Because that's a 618 retracement. That's the next major area the traders are going to be taking profits. I can show you not a million, but I can show you like 1,000 different coins that all you have are 618 retracements, and that's it. People hold out because they think that they're going to make all-time highs, and they miss out on profits, and they end up holding for the next 5 years, which is what happened to me last cycle. So you don't want that to happen to you. But anyway, I hope you make it, man. I mean, $160,000 is still a lot of money to have, dude. So Smash says, I see lots of volume on silver inverse position. Does it top out here at $100? Maybe you have a blow off top and it goes to one. We have resistance at 125, so it is possible. I think what's in play is you do probably get that blow off top, and you just get massive amounts of volume and buying, like that. What do you call it? The euphoric phase. 125, 150. And then after that, basically everyone that bought the high needs to hold another like 20 years and pass the silver down to their grandkids, and then maybe they'll end up getting their money back after 20 years. After the 20 years, I'm just joking. I'm just salty. It's crazy that silver people didn't get rewarded Like it's been since 2011, 15 years. 15 years. That's insane. Yo, got him for 5 beans. Let's go. Thank you so much for the $5, man. I really appreciate it. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to look at for you, man. And thank you so much for the 5 beans. Let's go. That's a lot. Like super chats are coming in surprisingly, even though it's bearish. So I really do appreciate it, guys. That's awesome. Yeah, we got. We have 20 people in here. I did not expect us to have 20 people in here with Bitcoin going down and being super bearish. So I'm just going to flip the script. Oh, Bitcoin to the moon. Everyone's going to get rich. Let's go. Grand Marquis wanted THQ, and then he deleted his message because he knew that I was going to look at that. Yeah, Etheric. This is another coin that got released, and yeah, so for Etheric, you already had a 236382 retracement. You actually had a giant liquidity wick spawn in over here, and then you got rejected, and you made a lower low. So as of right now, I mean, keeping it very simple, and I hate the fact that I'm using this wick as a target point, but unfortunately that's all we have to work with since it did just come out. Price is bearish under 4 cents, 80 bullish over 6 cents. Now with Etheric, just be careful because I think that they came out and then they're releasing coins and they have a crazy token unlock schedule, which they do. You see how they released it? They released the coin in this token unlock schedule. It extends out to 2030. I say this in every single stream or every single time we look at a coin like this, and I hope you guys, that really resonates and you understand it. But I absolutely hate that because it's inflationary. It devalues all the current coins that are in circulation, and you got to look at what's being released. So the investors are getting their tokens, which tells me that selling pressure is going to increase, which is going to push the price down. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get these wicks, but if you're somebody like Flip Coins or like myself that we're like holding it in hopes of it to make an all-time high, that's going to be a lot harder for coins that have these crazy tokenomics and these crazy token unlock schedules. So I hope that made sense. I hope you really understand that. But anyway, that's it. I like Jasmine. I hope it gets a little bit lower so I can buy some. Sean, for $1 for 99 cents. Let's go. Now I could buy some 99-cent tacos. Are they still 99 cents from Jack in the Box? Jack in the Box. Do you guys remember that? 99 cents for 2 tacos. Jack in the Box, 99-cent tacos. 2 for 99-cent deal. Yeah. Oh, they still have that. No way. I remember back in the day when I was going to school, we would go to the library, like the 24/7 section at the university, where because I worked and then I went to school at night, and then me and my friends we would hang out afterwards. This was like all late night stuff. But there was a Jack in the Box on campus, and I would always go and I would always get 99-cent tacos with the $1 spicy chicken sandwiches, and I would put the taco in the chicken sandwich. And then this is before they started. I don't know if Jack in the Box charges for ranch, but I would put ranch on the taco, and then I would eat it like a sandwich, like a taco spicy chicken sandwich taco, and it was the best thing ever. And it was like a full-on meal for like $5. The best times ever. I guess they still do that though. Two tacos for 99 cents. That's pretty good. All right, let's see what Sean said for 99 cents. Yo, Meow, please give me your insights on Retire. That's what I'm trying to do, man. The last play. They have a real solid lock liquidity. Just need a good push. Retire. Is that a gamble play? Is that a gamble play? Oh, you know what? This might be a gamble play, man. The last play, this one. Yeah, I remember I looked at it for you. Oh, hey, Flip Coins, if you're still here, let me know. I'll take a look at Billy. Actually, are you still here? I'll take a look at Billy and used car for you. Do you still have those? If you're still here, just let me know if you still have them, and then I'll take a look at them for you. This guy said this guy said lock liquidity, and I just immediately thought about Billy because Billy has such a good lock liquidity. So for retire, it does have good lock liquidity. It's 500,000 lock liquidity. Audit's been passed, no issues. It's not mintable, it's not freezable. These are all good items. I have to always let you know, because if this is red, or if it's mintable, or ownership hasn't been renounced, or if it has white lists and if it has any red flags, then that's obviously a big problem. But first of all, as far as like lock liquidity to market cap ratio, it's okay. It's like it's 25%. It's not bad. That's pretty good. If you guys don't know what liquidity is, definitely Google it, or ask your phone what liquidity is, because it's really important. It just means that if you're a whale and you have a lot of money, and you try to store your money in something with a lot of liquidity, what it means that is it's not going to push the price like a ridiculously big amount. But if you have a coin, or if you have a stock that's completely garbage and has no liquidity or whatsoever, that means that what's going to happen is you're going to buy and it's going to push the price up like 500%. But that's all artificial, and what's going to happen is the market is going to actually push the price all the way back down to what you bought it at. So you actually instantly lose money. So just FYI. Anyway, as far as price goes, obviously it's a game play. You already know that. You already came back up to resistance at 2.024 to 2.037. So if you're trading it, congratulations, because you did 186%. You put in $1,000, you take out $2,800, and you go get yourself a $1,800 like steak dinner. I don't know, whatever you do with $1,800. But if you're holding it, which it seems like you are holding it, you do need to absolutely break this area, which is what we always say. Next area of resistance is 207. The reason why we have 10 cents mapped out here is because it is only a 2 million market cap. With volume, with listings, this thing could easily go up to that target, which, keep in mind, that's around a 50x, making the market cap only 100 million. So to answer your question, it's a gamble play, right? It does need to get volume in. You do need to get listings. I hope like the developers are still building it out, and you at least have engagement, like the developers or the site or whatever still has engagement on social media and with their holders. That's great. Like I know Dogelon Mars has a lot. They're constantly posting. I know Dogelon Mars, I know the price sucks, but they're at least constantly posting. They came out with the metaverse, and they're building out the project and everything like that. So that's what I want to see. I know the price doesn't reflect there, but that's really what you want to see. So obviously, yeah, 50x. 50x basically. That's a lot. That's a huge gamble play right there. That's a good explanation, my guy. I don't know if that RSI logic you told me worked on our Elon. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Like I said earlier, it doesn't work on. You have to find something really good. Like if anybody, like if somebody was like asking me like, hey, like where should I store my money or whatever, you really think I would? First of all, I wouldn't tell them anything. Second of all, do you really think my first thing would be like Elon or Dogecoin? No, it doesn't work with that. It doesn't work. It only works with Bitcoin. You could even do the S&P 500. You could even do. You could even do, like, where's the index? Instant use SPY. Yeah, you could really do that with SPY too. Which this is like the smart play to do. This is literally like, if I was a millionaire, this is what I would be doing. Historically speaking, you always have. This thing. Look at this chart, man. If this thing fails, then nukes are going off. So, looking back to when SPY first, even back here in 2002, I guess technically you created a giant, like, that was scary right here. What was this? 2008. Oh yeah, the housing market crash. So actually, let's take it from there. Oops. One day I'll get to this point where I will just buy and end up buying like just market buying SPY on Robinhood or something. So yeah, every single time you're extremely oversold. I guess can you even? Yeah, that's crazy. I guess you could use the Gaussian channel on this, where you actually end up buying in the red. I mean, that's if you want a dollar cost average and if you want to buy more frequently. But what I would do is I would wait for these moments. I would have waited for, which is actually what I'm doing right now, because I think we are in for some sort of deep correction. Whether that's like, I'd rather just save it right now and then wait until we're extremely oversold and then buy, because I know that I'm going to be buying a generational bottom. Um, I hope that made sense. But yeah, I know a lot of people are just different. They're like, oh, you know what? Just put it like put each month or put each paycheck or things like that. But no, I want to like capitalize on it like the best that I can, to get in for as cheap as possible. But yeah, I mean, technically, historically speaking, even with SPY, let me remove this because the colors are giving me a headache. You typically buy when the RSI is extremely oversold. You actually created a bullish divergence here, and then you got the breakout. And these are all bottoms, and every single time if you did buy when the RSI was extremely oversold on the weekly, you could get a little bit fancier, but I use the weekly because I think it's the most like very simple. Like anybody can look at this and be like, yeah, that makes sense. You can get into like fancier stuff too. The reason why I don't on this channel is because it's just going to confuse everyone. So, but yes, to answer your question, you can absolutely not do this with like meme coins, with altcoins. It just doesn't work. And unfortunately, my whole strategy this bull market was I was going to make money with altcoins, and then I was going to have a lot of capital so that when the next black swan happens, and when something happens and everyone's scared and oh my god, we're going to zero, I could capitalize on that, and I can then put in and start a position. Unfortunately, we didn't get alt season, and if we don't buy May, then I'm just going to salvage the rest of my capital and do it with that. So but yeah, you're absolutely right. We can't do that with Elon. Let's see what Elon's doing. Ouch. Oh my gosh. Let's see. That's a good. I don't know if that RS. Yeah, no, it goes down even when we're oversold. I mean, technically we're oversold on the weekly right now, so hopefully we're putting in a bottom when we get some sort of reversal. So Flipcoins is still here. Let's go. Yeah, let me take a look at his coins. Gotham says, would you buy for $5? Says, would you buy SUI after the bear market? No, I wouldn't, because I'm not touching altcoins anymore. So I just told you my plan. It's literally like very, very, very boring. But it'll be fine in the future. But it's very boring. I'm done with altcoins. If I don't make it from now, I'm just gonna have to pivot and do it the long way, which unfortunately just has to be okay. So it's fine. I'll be fine. I'll figure out another way to make money. I'll grow my channel. I'll get monetized on TikTok. I'll get monetized on X, and I'll just become like a crypto influencer. Influencer? Like, you didn't make any money. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, now keep watching me. Like, thank you. Like, let's see, SUI. But I'll take a look at it for you. I mean, SUI doesn't look too bad right now. You're still in a major uptrend. But again, you came back up. You had a retracement instead of a breakout. So you do need to absolutely break $2.10, okay? You're still in a downtrend right now. So you have a lot of resistance to break. But I think if we're so bullish, there's no reason why SUI can't break double top previous high and all-time highs up to $10, okay? So I do think $10 is still in play right now, but we'll see. We'll see how low it goes. I mean, is it a bear market, and are we going to come back down to 36 cents? I don't know. If you like the coin and if you really believe in it, which is what I did with OXT for the last 6 years before I sold last June, then you just have to buy it during the bear market and hope that you don't get a chart like this. Because if you get a chart like this, then you're going to know exactly what happened to me. I mean, this is brutal. Thank God this happened, because at least I made money back, some money back here. Flip coins, let's take a look at, yeah, I mean, retire, good luck, liquidity to market cap ratio, but let me show you Billy. Billy is crazy. Yeah, Billy's lock liquidity to market cap ratio is over 50%. So when Billy hits 100 million market cap, or if it ever does, you're going to have 50 million lock liquidity, just lock liquidity that's burned or whatever that you can't access. So, not mintable, not freezable. Ownership has been renounced. So I have to show you that just in case first time people in here are like, oh, flip coin, not flip coins. Oh, Billy. What's Billy? But anyway, so like we said before, unfortunately, I mean, it's the same chart, right? Back here, you had a 618 retracement. That was a big move, though. I mean, that, like, congratulations if whoever traded that move, because you got like 485%, so that's not bad. You had a capitulation. You got stuck at resistance at 2055 to 11. That was a big move for traders for another 500%. So now it just looks like you are establishing a bottom, a floor, and you need to break this area of resistance for any sort of follow through. So you got resistance at 203 to 207. Once you break that, then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside to the moon. But if we don't, it's just going to be a retracement like what we've had the last couple times, which is what I showed you. And then we're going to come back down and make a lower low. But that's it for that. And then used car for flip coins is another good coin. I mean, this is high risk, high reward, obviously. And unfortunately, it broke down, so we have to redraw everything. You are also looking at another 50% lock liquidity. Not mintable, not freezable. Ownership has been renounced. The audit was no issues, so it's good. Now, on the macro time frame for used car, yeah, you already had a massive liquidity spike to 2025, and then price got rejected. I don't like that. I hate seeing that. So, but I don't want to be super bearish also. So, as of right now, we'll just say establishing a floor here. Once we turn bullish again, 2024 to 5 is the next target on the upside. This is resistance. So as a trader, you're looking at 200 to 665%. But as a holder, you need to break this area to see any sort of follow through. And you still have a lot of resistance. You might have a 618 retracement and then basically just get some sort of major capitulation. So be careful with that. Free lightning, welcome. And I hope that made sense, flip coins. And again, thank you so much for the 10 beans. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. Free lightning says, hey meow, can you give me an update on Swiftcoin? Yeah, I'm gonna make an update video tomorrow too. So just FYI, tomorrow's the watch list videos. Yeah, so same song, different story. Is that right? Same song, different story. Yeah, so nothing's really happened from last week's update video. So unless the price has a drastic move that breaks this area of resistance or pushes this down, it's just going to be the same video tomorrow. So we have resistance at 2066 to 96. You already came back up twice and got rejected, unfortunately. Hopefully we make a higher low and we're establishing some sort of uptrend forming here. But as far as price action, you do absolutely need to break this area of resistance for any sort of follow through. At that point, 1 cent 70 and then to the moon. You don't want to just have a 618 retracement. On the downside, if we're actually bearish and this thing's going to go back down, you do need to hold 37. Otherwise, we will take a look at the next areas of support. I don't want to be super bearish because the videos aren't going to get that many views. But we'll just wait until that breaks to see the next area of resistance. Thanks, me. I'll catch you tomorrow. Yes, I will be live tomorrow night, I think. I don't even know. I'm going to be up early. I'm going to post the watch list videos. That takes usually 2 to 3 hours on Sundays. Sorry, that takes 2 to 3 hours on Saturdays. And then, damn, that's going to be a long time. But I should hopefully, I don't know if I'm going to be live after that, so it's just going to be in the afternoon time. But if you comment on any of my videos, or if you need me to look at anything or update anything, just comment on it so I have a comment notification. And that way, when I can look at the coin, and then I could just let you know when the video is up for you. And thank you for coming by, Flip Coins. Clifford the dog, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. I've been here, meow. I super chatted you earlier. Wait, really? Oh, you did. Yeah, you did. Oh my gosh. That's right. You asked for Seeker. Oh my gosh. Free lightning, dude. It's been a long day. Oh man. Yeah, it's been a long day. What time is it? 5:52. We've been live for almost an hour now. Let's go. Let's go. So this gentleman said, Clifford the dog, are you still here? Do you still want me to look at Altcoin? Awesome thoughts, Spy and Vu. Vu's good. Vu's good. I mean, you get, like, what's the percent on Vu? Was that Vanguard, right? Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at Vanguard. Dude, imagine getting in back here. 446. Oh, man. That's crazy. Ugh. Generational bottom. It's funny because I was actually, I really like Disney. Well, I don't like Disney stock, but I was looking at Disney, and I mean, when we went down to $80 both times, I was like, dude, like I should really buy it, and I didn't because I was greedy. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look at the next. I'm gonna look at the next area of support. First of all, Disney sucks. I mean, it doesn't give like that much dividends. It's like 1% or something. It's not really that bad. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait until it actually hits like $70 to $75. Maybe you have some sort of lower low, and then you eventually start breaking out. That's like textbook, right? You make a lower low, and then you start breaking out. But it never ended up going down that low, and I was like, no. I was literally ready to buy 100 shares down there, and 100 shares just to like leave, like not trade, because that would have been for me. That would have been a bottom, like I was certain. But unfortunately, I got a little bit too greedy, and it never came down that low. So that's very unfortunate, but it's okay. Yeah, Vu's good too. Vu's not bad. I think that their payout is pretty good too. But I'm just gonna have to go the spy route. The spy. Let's see. Awesome thought. Oh, I already read that. I broke the rule for Elon. Learned my lesson. Yes, it's definitely been a long day. I feel you on that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, I hope you're having a good day. Like I hope like your days have been better from last time, man. I hope I mean I feel like it's been better for you. But then again, I don't really know, but I hope everything's going good for you, Free Lightning. I know this bear market really sucks, but I hope everything's going well for you, man. Best mod ever. And Silver Days, of course. I can't leave out Silver Days because he's in here right now, but best mods ever. Let's see. So let's see. Man, is this really? Oh, it's on the weekly. That's why it kind of looks weird. Yeah, so it's actually respecting our areas of support. Taking a look at Talcoin on the live stream. So Talcoin is respecting our areas of support. We have this boxed out as support. You did come in this area and retest this area as support. You're looking at 2031 to 37. Now you're still in an uptrend. You're still making higher highs and higher lows. This is an upward channel, very, very, very bullish. Technically, right now, as long as we stay over this uptrend and over this area of support, I don't see why the next higher high doesn't take us to 2 cents 50. So I'm just going to say, as long as we're over this area, 2 cents 50 is in play for the next higher high, respecting the chart and this channel. So once this does break, and if it does, then we'll start looking at areas of support, which we'll take a look at in the future. We don't need to worry about that right now. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Yes, it has been. I appreciate you asking very much so. It's a new year. Let's do it. Yes, it's a new year, but Elon only until May. Like I told Flipcoins, I only have it until May, and then after that, I hope Elon goes up. I feel like it's a good coin. I don't see why it doesn't, but I need to plan the Bitcoin capitulation so that I can dollar cost average. I missed it. Can you start over? Oh, I gotta restart the live stream now. Are we in a bear market or a bull market still? Well, I don't want to say anything because I feel like if I say we're in a bear market, I'm gonna lose viewers. I think that there's still a chance of us being in a bull market because we're still technically holding this area of support at between 83 and 91.3, and you already had a 382 retracement at 95. So the only time that I'd say that it is bearish, which technically once we broke 103, I downsized my bags because I did think that we are entering a bear market. Now, it doesn't mean that we can't get moves up. Obviously, Zcash went to the moon, Dash went up, Monero went up. So it's not like we can't get moves on our altcoins, but I just have to play it a little bit smarter, especially with like the coins that I was holding, like OXT, or downsizing my Dogelon Mars. So once we break 83.6, then obviously we're going to print red on the Gaussian channel on the weekly, which is going to signify that we are going to be in a bear market. When that does happen, then I will take a look at the prior year's data of typically how long we do stay in the red channel before we start breaking back up to the upside. So just FYI. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. So basically, if you're asking if we're in a bear or bull market, I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to figure it out on your own. First banking approved Altcoin, super bullish. Let's go Litecoin update. I just made a 9-minute Litecoin video last night. Yeah, it's not. It's literally. I'm doing a Disney. I'm pulling a Disney. I'm trying to buy it. I'm trying to get Litecoin when it's extremely oversold. And it being extremely oversold puts the price at $58 to $62. So that's what I think. And outside of that, I mean, you already know the answer to this question. Like you're in a like a freaking 8-year uptrend, and making higher highs and higher lows. So very, very, very bullish. Free Lightning for another 2 beans. So that is 4 beans from Free Lightning. Thank you so much for that, man. I really appreciate that. Meow for the win. I mean, if Dogelon Mars goes up. Sorry, that's Silver Days. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Silver Days for 2. Sorry, I saw the mod symbol and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Free Lightning. You are here, Silver Days. Thank you so much for the super chat, Silver Days. I really appreciate that. And I will take a look at XRP for you because I know you're XRP Moon Boy. Dandelion says, meow, can you take a look at Eggbase? I like that. I like that. Make us work for the cheese. Does silver rising do anything good for LTC since it's killer? Yeah, I love that you said that, and I do agree with you. I do think that in crypto, Bitcoin is gold and Litecoin is the silver, but that's just metaphoric. That's not actual literal. There's absolutely no correlation between silver going up and Litecoin going up, unfortunately. So, but I understand where you're getting that from. And where are all these viewers coming in now? We got 20 viewers and I was about to call it. All right, well, I guess we're going to stay live for a little bit longer. Taking a look at XRP. So We're gonna make an update video, Silver Days. We're gonna make an update video tomorrow, but nothing has changed from last week's update video. We have support at $1.39 to $2, so I do think that 650 is still in play. I hope that we're in a super cycle. I hope that you get a monster move like Zcash or Dash or Monero, where you get a massive candle spawn in. Technically, 650 is still in play. Now, as far as the downside goes, I do think that if we do break this area and if we're in a bear market, I do think that the bear market lows for XRP, given that we've already topped, will be around 51 to 70 cents for XRP. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I'll make an update video tomorrow, so we'll see if anything's happened. We do really need to get over $2 because I'd hate to be in resistance and I'd hate to be in support and use this previous area of support, which is $2, as resistance going back up. So I'm really hoping we at least get price back over $2, consolidate, and then once we turn bullish, previous high, all-time highs up to 650 are going to be in play. Thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate that. And I'm going to make another update video tomorrow morning, obviously, off stream. Make us work for the cheese. No, y'all are making me work for the cheese, man. Silver Days. Fogo flipping bull now. It broke. Total downtrend and now retest. Yo, Bajornabek. I like saying that. Bajornabek. Bajornabek. Fogo. Let's see what's going on with Fogo. Bogo. Did you know that Subway had like a coupon for the longest time? And it was like buy one, get one for free. Unless, I don't know if you guys like Subway or not, but it was like the cheapest like food. It was the cheapest food to get. And what I would get is literally flatbread with just veggies on it. Because I read some horrible things about how like the meat and how like the tuna was really bad and the meat was really bad and it's all processed and stuff. But I was like, oh, how do I be healthy? So I just got like lettuce, tomato, onions, cucumbers, black olives, what else? Cucumbers and bell peppers. Yeah. But they got rid of that code a long time, they got rid of it recently. So no more. So no, that's the only reason why I would ever get Subway, is because of that code, and they got rid of it, which means that they lost my business. Yeah. So let's see. That's nasty as hell, dog. Yeah, but also it's the lowest calorie bread, and then it's just veggies. I didn't get cheese on it either, so it was just veggies. But I was trying to eat it for like the health reasons and like to survive, not because I wanted it to taste good for 5 seconds of my life. Damn, freaking brutal. So for Fogo, that's funny. For Fogo, yeah, you already had a retracement for 3 cents 50 to 4 cents. You're really attempting to break this area of resistance. If you don't, then I mean, this is kind of like a make. Did you buy this? Okay, you bought it. You bought in at. Let me see. You bought in at 2 cents 80. So Mr. Bajornabek bought the coin here. So you're up right now. You're up 22%. Man, they have a crazy unlock schedule though, huh? Yeah, this coin just came out, man, and they damn, I've like hiccups. And they're starting to release coins. Actually, they're not going to start releasing coins, so you actually might be fine until September of this year. So there's going to be no coin releases until September. So you actually might have a chance with Fogo. So you really need to break this area of resistance, and then for 4 cents 90 previous high Oh, wait, you know what? I didn't do that. Never mind. Sorry, I had the chart wrong. Sorry about that. So you're actually, yeah, this is actually attempting to break out. So you are in resistance, which is no longer bearish, and you need to break 3 cents 70, 4 cents 50 previous high, and then 10 cents is in play. You're looking at around a, yeah, you're looking at around a 200%, putting the market cap 260. So this might not be bad, especially given that you just saw that there is going to be no token releases until September. So you're really not going to get selling pressure until September of this year. So maybe you do get a really nice bounce and you do get all-time highs. Hey, this isn't a bad play, so I'll put this in the books for you. We'll take a look at this later. I do think that this has potential. Out of all the crap that's out there, I do think that this has potential to go up. So I wouldn't doubt us looking at this coin in a couple months, and if it's like at 10 or 11 cents, I do think that's in play. I went all in. Oh yeah, I got listed on Binance. It's not bad. Bansbiel, welcome to the live stream. Palladium, is that the precious metal? Is that the precious metal? Let me see. Watch, it's gonna be just a giant, like a giant cup and handle. Yeah, this doesn't look bad. Classic 618 retracement. Be careful. But then again, you can't really say that, especially with like precious metals and palladium, right? You have resistance at $2,000, so this is theoretically the first area where long-term holders are going to be taking profits. Even though I guess it's only 146%, that's still 146%. Thank you, bro. My first profit is at 4 cents 80, didn't it? Oh, okay, it's 4 cents 80. You should probably lower it to 4 cents 50. I don't mean to change your targets, but you could see that 4 cents 50 is the 618. So maybe you have a really quick 618 retracement and that's all it rides. So but just FYI, 4 cents 55 is the next area of resistance. So, and it's a big one. Inspector Gadget says, look at NCT Polyswarm. We've been live for an hour and 13 minutes. Hold on, give me a second. All right, let's see. Had to go see if I had any plans because I'm not about to get off and be super freaking bored. So we will be live. We're gonna keep it going for another like 20 minutes, 10, 20 minutes. Oh, you know what? I have to edit these videos actually. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, you hungry? Where's your sister? Lady. Hey, buddy, hold on. Hey. Hold on. Where's your sister? Where is she? Where's your sister at? Hey. Hey. Hold on, buddy. All right, let's look at NCT. I have to feed the outdoor cats really quick too, so let's take a look at NCT. Polyswarm, I haven't looked at Polyswarm. Dude, one of these videos once made me, like when we had the monster run back here, when this thing went up to like 10 cents, one of my videos on NCT that I posted made me like $20. Isn't that crazy? Like it's just crazy that it when it turns bullish, when the market goes up, you know, when you're talking about September, like 3 months of the market just nonstop going up, and going up like 800% in 3 months, you're talking about a difference between your videos getting 25 cents and $20. It's just crazy. Um, hey, you gotta wait until your sister gets here. All right, buddy. Hold on. All right, let's see. Watch Vision's gonna come by and be like, "Hey, I came by and I saw an empty desk, empty chair, so I just left." What? Free Lightning says logging out. Take care, everyone. See you later, Free Lightning. Thank you so much for coming by and thank you so much for the super chat. So for NCT, unfortunately, it is bearish under 1 cent 30, and I don't think you have any more support. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but got a cat meowing in the background. So it is bearish under 1 cent 30. Now, on the shorter time frame, you already came back up to this area of resistance and got smacked back down. So right now, there is no support, okay? The next support would just be these previous lows at 207, 2066, and 2061. So if you're holding NCT, you really need to break over 1 cent 30. Once that happens on the macro time frame, we'll start taking a look at the targets on the shorter time frame, and then start establishing some sort of uptrend. Then we can start taking a look at the macro targets. But right now, there's nothing to look at. Your first target and priority should be getting over 1 cent 30. So not financial advice, just my opinion. Sean says, I know it's probably for nothing, but no Elon video today. I mean, what do you want me to say? It's going to 0? I'll make one today, though. Taking a look at Dogelon Mars on the live stream. So we're going to be making another update video tomorrow for the watch lists. But someone just asked for me to look at Dogelon on the live stream, so I'll go ahead and make a video. There's really nothing to look at here. So we did unfortunately get 2 delistings from exchanges, which is one of the reasons why we got this nasty capitulation here. Technically, we did say that we were in for a big move, whether it's an upside or downside. Obviously, it's a downside. We are extremely oversold on the daily, so hopefully we're putting in a bottom. If not, we do have support at 704. So it doesn't necessarily have to come down that low, but we do have support at that point. So that is the next area of support. Now on the upside, we have resistance on the shorter time frame at 7081 to 12. We need to break this area, and we can't have it just come back up for a retracement and get stuck and come back down, because at that point it'll probably be a retracement like we've gone every single time, and you're going to get smacked back down and make a lower low. But I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. There you go. Zevik, please. All right, give me a second. Oh, give me a second. Hey, Grace. Hey, baby. You hungry? All right, guys. You guys want some treats? Come on. Buddy. Here you go. Come on. He really doesn't want to move. Buddy. So there are two cats outside, but one of them's not here, so I don't want to give them food yet. So everybody gets treats instead, because if I give him food, he's gonna eat all of it. So he's not gonna give any to his sister. So I gotta feed him at the same time. Okay, so taking a look at Zebic, we're gonna obviously make another update video on Zebic for you tomorrow with the watch list, videos. You came back up, you had a retracement. We said it was crucial for this area of resistance to break at 2033. Unfortunately, we did get rejected at this area. We did say that as long as you consolidate over 28, then you have a chance, because technically you're over support, which is the 382. Or technically you're at it at 30, but you do need to absolutely stay over 28, because if you don't, then obviously the next macro areas of support is going to be in play, which is 11 to 17. But that is invalidated as long as price can get over this area, and then we'll start getting these breakouts and start looking at the targets on the upside. I do think 1.5 cents is the next major target on the upside for Zebic network. Now, financial advice, I don't know if it's going to change tomorrow, but I'll be posting another update video tomorrow morning with the watch list. The stock RSI on the 4 hour is holding 80% level, so I don't know if price can reach 0.5 fib 618. 44.46 is most likely. If this is an ABC move, so C should almost be the same as A. You're talking about FOGO, right? ABC move. ABC. Man, you know, it's funny that I guess we could do, I mean, this is A, B, C, and you got rejected. I mean, if you want to do Elliott waves, right? And then 5 should take you up here to 4 cents to the 618. But you're looking at impulsive moves. Also, I'm not really that good with Elliott waves, so I'm just not gonna. I need to get better with Elliott waves or ABCs, but I don't want to really use that indicator right now. Logging out now, I already read that. I love Nectar. Yeah, it's really nice and sweet. I love Nectar. It's so inexpensive. It moves. Not high vol. Oh, you're talking about the coin. I thought you were talking about like honey. I don't even see a coin. I don't even see did I spell it right? Nectar? I just buy cheap. Hope y'all. Hey, Dream Tanks, Dogecoin to the moon. Let's go. Welcome to the live stream, man. Uh, 4100 is low for Dogelon. Well, yeah, mine is not that far off. My chart isn't that far off from yours though, because you're saying 4100, right? I'm saying 40. Oops. So I guess, but also mine is a little bit greedy, and yours is playing it a little bit more conservatively. Technically, we already came down to 41 too, right? I don't know if we did on Gemini or not, because that's where I have my Dogelon, but. Yeah, I have 40. So you're saying 4100 on daily RSI, it's 1 mm left to down. If orange and blue hit 100% oversold, then Dogelon will pump. We have different outlook on chart. That's why I like to ask you. Let's go. Dogecoin to the moon. Let's go. Dude, we got a lot of people here. I really didn't think that we're gonna get that many people in when it's this bearish. You know what? When was really bearish? December. December was the most bearish. We were getting like 10 people in here. You use RSI, I use stock RSI. Yeah, I used to use stock RSI too, but unfortunately, because I'm cheap and I'm not paying for, I should really, but I'm not. I'm not paying for TradingView. I can't have a lot of indicators up So I used to use stock RSI, and especially on the daily, which obviously you'd think that if we hit zero, that we are going to get an impulsive move. I think that we're already oversold. I think that stock RSI on the daily has already reset, and we're like, it looks like we're curling. I think that we are in for some sort of correction. So I'm just not going to use the stock RSI though, because I'm not really trying to like talk about momentum and momentum shifting on the stock RSI. I just like to see oversold and overbought, man. That's super simple. He was talking about honey. Got it. That's funny. Mateo says no way Meow is still alive. Yeah, yeah. I'm just I'm waiting for I'm waiting for my wife to finish her work so that I can go watch a movie. Like we can go watch a movie. But I do have to edit these, and the editing these videos that I made, and editing does take a while. So I think we will call it here. Yeah, we've been live for an hour and 30 minutes. So let's see. Did I miss anything? What do you think about Seeker? What will be the next target price? I actually made a video on Seeker, or we already looked at Seeker, but I'll take a look at it again for you since I think you're new and you just probably subscribed. So I gotta make sure you come back. You know what I mean? So for Seeker, first and foremost, this coin just came out, so I have no idea, but we will take a look at areas of support. We do have support here at 2 cents 20 to 3 cents 20. It already held support, but now you're retesting 3 cents 20 as resistance. Okay, so first and foremost, you need to get a breakout from this area. If price action breaks below this area, you are in for a deeper correction. At that point, I do put price around 208 to 12. Why that's not impossible, in my opinion, is that this coin just came out. It doesn't have a token unlock schedule yet, and the fully diluted is almost 2 times more than what's currently out in circulation. You got 54% currently in circulation. So another thing we look at is the tokenomics, which is really important. Now, as far as the target price on the upside go, again, we're looking at this on the hourly, so take it with a grain of salt. You're looking at previous high. I mean, this thing could just have an impulsive move. Previous high 5 cents, and then the next target on the upside, and the next macro. Technically, it is macro area of resistance is around 9 cents for Seeker, but that's pretty much it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many more of those you're gonna get because, you go up, you get a correction, you stay over support, and then you get the next leg up. So technically, right now, what we're doing is we got this impulsive move up, and as long as you get that correction that stays over this purple box, then you are looking at the next leg up, and that next leg up is going to take you to 9 cents. So you're looking at another 198% move. But again, if this does break, you're looking at the top is in, and you're looking at a deeper correction. At that point, we'll take a look at resistance and supports. So I can't predict that far out. We have to wait until price action actually breaks down, because you might break down, retest this as resistance, and then make a lower high and validate a downtrend forming, like we see plenty of times on the channel. So not financial advice, just my opinion. Thanks, Meow. You're welcome, Silver Days. You the real one, Meow. Thanks for all your insights. I will now log off. Take care and stay warm. Yeah, I gotta feed the outdoor cats, and then I gotta edit these videos, and then yeah, that's what I gotta do. Thanks, definitely. I will follow your channel. Yes, I got another subscriber. Let's go. And feel free to always come to live streams, and I will always take a look at these areas, because then we can look at RSI. So if you're trading it, then you really want to, we'll look at targets that traders are going to be taking profits. And if you're holding it, then you're going to be like 99% of the chat, which like me, I held this entire way down, and now I'm crying. So it just depends who you want to be, right? You want to be a trader or you want to be a holder. Now, holding the right coin is really good, but unfortunately, the two altcoins that I chose did not go up, but some people's did. So, you never know. You never know. But anyway, thank you, and feel free to come by always. I will be live every day this month, and we'll see about next month. But Jonah says, on the 1 week, we hit 100% sidelines, 100%, so we move up side legendary. I will sell 100% when Dojon hits overbought 1 day stock RSI. Yeah, man. I mean, if Dojon, yeah, if Dojon goes up and goes up 100, 150%, and I see the stock, and we're closer to May, because right now it's January, February, March, April. So within the next 3 months, if we do get some sort of impulsive move that does take us to this box, I have to really consider, well, hey, I'm going to be selling soon anyway, so that's when I'm going to sell and take my money out. But I really hope we get that move, because first and foremost, we have to get that move. If we don't get that move, then that's going to accidentally hit my scanner. If we don't get that move, then we're just going to get wrecked. Because 704, and then what's the next area of support? Yeah, the next area of support is 31. Like, are we actually going to go to 31? That's insane. But with that being said, thank you so much for coming by. Sorry you read wrong because I suck to write fast. No, it's okay. I feel like I understand what you're saying. So you're saying you're going to sell if the stock RSI hits like up here, basically. I mean, I know this is RSI, but if you see the stock RSI going up there, then you're probably going to be selling or taking profits, right? Oh, Dogelon will pump back up to 9,000 levels. Yeah, and that does also coincide with our area of resistance. And that's what I'm saying. If it does go back up to that level, and we're closer to May, and we're all the way back up here with the RSI, and the stock RSI is all the way max bullish, then at that point, I'm going to consider, hey, like, you know what? I'm just going to sell because I think that we're in a bear market. I think that and I could have more capital to invest in Bitcoin and other, Bitcoin mostly, 100%. So now with that being said, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. Thank you so much for your support. Hold on, what did Bajornabek say? 3, 4, 5 zeros 9. I think you're mistaking, because 5 zeros 9s. You're talking about like 5 zeros 9s is over here. Is a 200x. Am I blind? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 zeros 9 is not pumping back. I mean, it's not a retracement. We're at 7 zeros right now, Bajornabek. But anyway, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in the next live stream. I'm gonna go. So thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. Thank you so much for your support. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. Have a great night. Thank you so much for all the super chats, members, subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. We will be live again tomorrow. I will be posting the watch list videos tomorrow, so that's gonna happen in the morning time, and then we will be going live sometime in the afternoon. I'll make a post about it, but thank you so much. Have a great night. I hope everybody has a great weekend. If I don't see you on Saturday or Sunday's live stream, and be safe. And yeah, hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next live stream.